Hello everyone, this is JoJo and I'm here for a new video for y'all. This is my book haul for the month of July. I got these books a couple of days ago at a thrift store, and this is like the end of July, so it's not a lot of books because I don't have a lot of money, and I just saw some good stuff. I also have some books that I got free from the library. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the books I get at the thrift store first. Alright, these are like about 5 books. Yeah, 5 books. Alright. So the first book I got here is a manga, and this is The Ring. And this is by, well, the art is by Misao Jesus. Misao Inagaki. I don't know. Right there, that's the name. And then it's like the original novel by Koji Suzuki, and the script is by Hiroshi Takahashi. So of course this is based off the movie. Well, actually, it's based off the novel, which of course turned into a major motion picture, and now they got a manga for it. This is by Dark Horse. This is volume 1, so I'm guessing there's more volumes of the series. I picked this up because I did watch The Ring not too long, like some time ago, like when I was younger, and I don't know if I saw the whole thing though, but I know it was about this, about a tape that if someone watch it, they will die, and mostly this young girl come out of the TV and kill people, I guess. And there's her story about how someone, I guess, killed her or threw her in a well. I don't know. But yeah, this is the manga. It might be interesting to read, and yeah. The next book I got here is Accidents Happen by Lois Miller. By Lois Miller. And this is about a woman named Kate Parker who has weathered unimaginable horrors. Her parents died in a traffic accident, and her husband Hugo was murdered in a tragic break-in gone wrong. So all that's left is her and her son, and I guess she feared for his future because all these people who she cared about died, and like her parents and her husband, and she feared for her son's life. So I don't know if this is like a mystery or a thriller or something. I really like the cover. That's what mainly wanted me to pick it up, and the story seemed interesting. So I hope to get to this soon because it's really interesting. Next I got from the thrift store is Ninja: The Shadow Warrior, and this is I don't know where the name is. I mean, check the name. By Joel Levy, and this is not. I don't think this is a story. It's got a cool cover. The main reason why I picked it up. One thing is ninjas, and the next thing is like this cool looking cover. And it mostly tells you about ninjas. I guess some nice pictures in there too. It just tells you about pictures. Lord, about the ninjas, like Ninja versus Shinobi no Mono. Ninja versus Samurai, so it's just telling you the differences between a ninja and these other Japanese warriors. Timeline. Trying to think of anything. The history of ninja. So that's the first chapter. It just seemed really cool. So it's mostly just telling you a little information about ninjas and like the tools they use. Here's some more pictures. So this would be cool to check out and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Next I got here is May Bird and the Ever After by Jodi Lynn Anderson, and this is the first book in this series. This is a middle grade. I got the second book a while ago from another thrift store, so I'm glad I found this here, and this is the first book. So I could be able to read it. I saw the third book there too, but it was hardcover, and it costs a little extra, and I didn't have enough, so I just put it back. And I might just find the third one somewhere else, either at a thrift store or maybe just, if I enjoy the first book and the second book, I might actually buy the third book in my collection. And the last book I got here from the thrift store is The Dinner by Herman Koch, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And this is about two couples who each have a son that did some kind of crime or did something very bad, and they are, like, I guess, discussing this over some type of dinner. I don't know if it's a dinner at one of the other's house, or, oh yeah, I think I read a little bit of it. It's at a restaurant, and that's all I know about it. Of course, I recognize the cover. That's the main reason why I picked it up. And ever since this came out, it looked interesting, and I heard about the synopsis a little bit, and I always wanted to, check it out ever since it came out. So, finally got it. So, yeah. Alright, now on to the books that I got free at the library. The first book I got here is Stoneheart by Charlie Fletcher, and this is book 1 in the Stoneheart trilogy. All I know is this is a fantasy about dragons, and mostly it's about a 12-year-old boy named George Chapman, who is kind of rebellious, and he accidentally breaks a head from a stone dragon outside the Natural History Museum, and I guess some type of ancient power came into their world, and I guess strange things starts to happen, or like, dragons in their world. So yeah, this looked cool. Okay, next I got is 2 books that are part of the same series, and the first book is The Hunter's Moon by O.R. Melling, and this is the Chronicles of Fairy, or Fae, I think it's Fairy. This is book 1. I really like the cover. It's very interesting and shiny. And this is the second book, The Summer King. Sorry, let me see. The Summer King. I hope you can see that. And this is about fairies, of course. So it's mostly how a girl, what's her name? Gwen, a 16-year-old girl named Gwen, arrives in Ireland for summer with her cousin, Findabar. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. And like on their trip, her cousin was kidnapped by the King of Fairy himself. He wants her cousin to be his bride, and Gwen has to go and rescue her. So it's like a fantasy adventure there, and it seemed like it could be really good. Never heard of this before or seen it before, but I'm glad I picked it up and seen it. Next I got here is The Mad Scientist's Guide to World Domination, edited by John Joseph Adams. And these are all original, all nefarious, all conquering tales from the mega lomaniacal pens of these authors, Diana Gabaldon, Austin Grossman, I think it's Shannon, I'm not really sure, McGuire, Naomi Novik, and Daniel H. Wilson, and 17 other evil geniuses. So this is an anthology about science fiction, or you can say mostly about mad scientists. So these are the names right here. I recognize only 2, and I think I recognize another one, but I'm not really sure. So this seems, I don't know if I'll be able to, I don't know if I want to read this or not, but it might be interesting, get more into science fiction, but I'm not really sure. But I got it for free, so I'm not really losing anything. The next book I got is Mild March on the Run by Audrey Columbus, didn't pronounce it. And this is a middle grade book about, 2 sisters on the run because her older sister is wanted by, it's like a western in a way. So she's kind of wanted, have wanted poster and everything. And this is the second book in a series because I believe the first book is called. Hold on. I think I skipped it. Nope, I skipped it right here. Oh my god, why is this taking forever? Oh my, jeez. So the first book is The Misadventures of Maud March. So I guess that's the first book, and I guess it tells what happens before this book, and it seemed interesting. So I want to get the first book first before reading this. And the last book we got here is The Emerald Atlas by John Stephens. Stephens. Book one of the books of beginnings, and this is mostly about these three siblings who are orphans, and they discover they will learn magic is real. Emma knows the word please, and only they can save the world. So it's like a fantasy. I guess they're gonna be learning magic or something, and they will probably be probably the chosen ones or something. So that I don't know much about it. So I hope it's really good because I don't know. This is the first book in the series. It look interesting. I think it's a middle grade book too. Very sure. Yeah, so those are the books I got for the month of July. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below. Tell me what you think of these books. Have you read any of them or seen them? Read them, seen them before. Tell me what you currently reading or what you got in the month of July. Comment, subscribe, and like, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hey, I have 2 more books here. I've went back to that thrift store like the next day, or was it the day after? And just gonna put it in here. It's only 2 books because yeah, didn't really get a lot of books in July, so these are all the books I really got. So yeah. So the two books I picked up was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the American First edition of these hardcover, and I got this for like $2.95, which is of course a decent price, especially for a thrift store book. Even though I remember like back in the day, it used to be like hardcover used to be at least $1 or 75 cents for half price, but things changed, but still good price, and like I'm trying to collect most of these editions because you don't really see it much anywhere, and it probably gonna be kind of pricey online. So thrift stores are good because I saw a lot. I saw like the 4th, the 6th, and the 7th book at the same thrift store, but I already got the 6th book, so I didn't have enough money to get the 4th and 7th book. So yeah, so I just got this. Love the Harry Potter series. I wonder, do I have any other of the, because I don't remember. I think I have the 3rd hardcover, but not really sure. And I think I do have the 4th one, but I don't remember if I do. Because I don't know. I probably do. I don't know. I need to check on my books, because I don't want to be accidentally rebuying certain books, even though they cost less than the original price if I go to a thrift store. But at the same time, I just need to look through my books again and make sure that I don't have the same type of books every time. Because I remember I picked up a book that looked familiar. I thought it was a part of a series that I had the first book of, but it says part 1, and then I was like confused. It could be the same book that I already got. So I was going to buy another book that I already got. So whatever. So the last book I got here is a big ass, sorry for my language, it's a big book, more like you could say, what do you call it? Oh man, I forgot, what you, where you put in, books you put in the living room, like, dining table book, is it dining table book, is it, I don't know, But this is a book about mountains. All about mountains. And I got this. They had the yellow tag for sale. This is $7.95, but I got it for 69 cents or 67. It's one of those 69 cents, I think. So I didn't pay much for this either, and it mostly show pictures and information about mountains, all different types of mountains. Here's another one. So yeah, I mostly got this because I do love photographs and landscapes, and I love different landscapes about mountains and other things. So this is a great book for my collection of pictures. Even though I don't have much, I only have a. Do I have a lot? I don't know. But yeah, that's all for now. That's the rest of it. So I'm gonna merge this video with the other video, so it'll be just one video. Yeah. Alright, I hope I see you again soon. Bye.